This video is part 2 of noun clauses, quoted speech versus reported speech. By the end of this video, you should be able to write a quoted speech and write a reported speech. First, let's start with a quoted speech. Quoting the speaker's speech is writing his or her exact words using quotation marks. We have this example right here. Anne is saying, "My sister is a student." There are actually two ways for quoting what Anne is saying. So the first one is starting with the speaker's name. Anne said, we insert a comma, we open the quotation marks, we capitalize the first letter in the first word, we write the sentence as it is, we end it with a period and close the quotation marks. The second way is also simple. We open the quotation marks, capitalize the first letter in the first word, write the sentence as it is, we insert a comma, then we close the quotation marks and write "and said." Let's have some practice. So let's write a quoted speech here. Mike asks, "Do you have a pet?" You can pause the video to do so. So simply, this is the first way. Mike asked, "Do you have a pet?" And the second way is, "Do you have a pet?" Mike asked. So this is simple. What about this example? Mike says, "Pets are graceful. Do you have a pet?" So you can see that it's made up of two sentences. You don't have to worry about this. Everything follows the same rule. Okay, so Mike said, "Pets are graceful. Do you have pets?" You see that the question is inside the quotation marks. And the second one also, "Pets are graceful. Do you have a pet?" Mike said. So what is reported speech now? Reporting is giving an idea of the speaker's words. No quotation marks are used, and some pronouns may be changed, and some of the verb tenses should be changed. Let's see how in the second slide. This table shows us how to change from quoted speech to reported speech. As you can see, all the quoted speech sentences start with the pronoun I, which in turn is transformed into the pronoun he. So this is a very important step, changing the pronoun. Another important step is changing the verb tense. There are rules for changing the verb tenses. Let's see how. So I have here in sentence number 1, he said, "I work hard," which is in the simple present. All simple present tenses should be changed into the simple past. So he said that he worked hard. As you can see that the word "that" is put in brackets. Why? Because this is optional. We can keep that and we can delete it. It doesn't affect the meaning. So it's the same if I say he said he worked hard. Let's go to the second sentence. He said, "I'm working hard," which is in the present progressive. All present progressive tenses are changed into the past progressive. Let's see the third one, which is in the simple past. The simple past is changed into the past perfect. Let's see here the present perfect have worked. Every present perfect tense should be changed into the past perfect tense. Let's see here the future with I'm going to work. So definitely am should be changed into was going to. Okay, so as you can see, we are changing all the present tenses into the past tenses. Will becomes would in the reported speech, and can becomes could in the reported speech. And these are rules that we have to follow. They are and these rules are on page 388 in our grammar book. Let's have some practice here. You have to change from quoted to reported. So you have the first example. She said we went out last night. You can pause the video in order to do so. So you should be saying she said that they had gone. So we becomes they, and went becomes had gone. And as you can see, there are no quotation marks. Okay. Another way, or we can replace the verb said with told me. Okay, so both of them are just reporting verbs and serve the same purpose. What about this example? He said, I haven't eaten breakfast. So you should be saying, he said that he hadn't, so I becomes he, and haven't eaten, sorry, becomes hadn't eaten, because the present perfect should be changed into past perfect, and as you can see, there are no quotation marks. What about this one? Tom said, I'll do the washing up later. So what changes you can do? Tom said that he would, so I'll becomes he would do the washing up later. Of course, you can write he'd instead of he would. Thank you, everyone.